These are Canadian geese. Geese are considered waterfowl, which means they can fly, swim, and walk. You might have seen them in wetlands like swamps and lakes, or coastal lands like salt marshes and tidal flats, or in the middle of everything.
Bruh.
Geese are primary consumers that are at the third trophic level, after the sun and producers. This means geese are herbivorous animals. They only eat plants that they can forage from fields like grasses, barley, and wheat, or anything else that humans feed them. Foxes, raccoons, and coyotes are some of the higher level consumers or predators of Canadian geese. We didn't make this documentary for you to learn about geese. We made this documentary to expose how evil they are. First of all, there are two different types of geese, resident geese and migratory geese. Once geese are used to the area and it meets their ideal living conditions, they become resident geese. Resident Canada geese, which are the ones you probably see, spend most of their lives in relatively small areas. They are different from the migratory populations of Canadian geese who breed in Canada. Migratory geese migrate to warmer, more mild areas during the winter instead of staying in one place all year. Since resident geese stay in one area, they are known to be more territorial and therefore more aggressive towards humans. With fewer natural predators and constant human-altered landscapes, resident populations grow rapidly, leading to highly territorial behavior. Fewer natural predators also means that the population will increase at a higher rate due to fewer threats the geese have to worry about. This graph shows the Canadian geese populations between 1966 and 2011. In the early 1900s, geese were almost hunted to extinction. Populations have surged after strict rules were placed on egg harvesting and hunting. This graph shows the population of migratory geese compared to resident geese in the United States. The population of resident geese has almost quadrupled since the 1970s. So what does this all mean? Since resident geese tend to be a little more aggressive, conflicts between Canada geese and humans in the urban environment have increased as the populations have grown. A common complaint about geese is the amount of feathers and droppings that can accumulate in an area. Heavy concentrations of goose droppings contain nitrogen, which over-enriches the water of ponds and lakes, leading to excessive algae growth. Geese in urban areas are very aggressive around their nests or goslings and may attack or threaten pets, children, and adults. Geese will also trample grass in medium-heavy soil, which creates a surface hardpan that limits vegetation growth. High concentrations of geese increase the likelihood that disease will be transmitted. Canada geese are suspected in multiple cases to transmit disease to waterfowl. Diseases such as coccidiosis, avian influenza, and salmonella are transmitted under these conditions. This means that it's a possibility that humans can get avian diseases from geese. Past events like the COVID-19 virus and the prominent hantavirus started from animal to human transmission. Geese can also transmit disease like salmonella to cattle. Since geese like open, grassy, large areas, they tend to get in the way of things like airports. At the Reno-Sparks, Nevada airport from 1986 to 1989, Canada geese were involved in 11 airplane strikes, costing a total of $250,000 in damage. In 1995, the U.S. Air Force Boeing 707 jet took off from the Elmendorf Air Base in Alaska and ingested at least 13 Canada geese. The $184 million aircraft crashed and the entire 24-person crew was killed. Canada geese have proven time and time again that they are a force to be reckoned with. Their rapidly growing populations have brought conflicts to people all across America, ruining waters with their droppings, spreading disease, destroying crops, and posing a threat to aviation safety. As populations continue to rise and more of their natural predators fizzle out, who is there to stop them?
Kill him!
Enter the hunters. Goose hunting involves pursuing wild geese using shotguns, decoys, blinds, and calling techniques. Most goose hunting takes place in their natural habitat when they feed or rest. Canada geese are the most hunted species in North America. They are large, vocal, and adaptable, making them a primary target for both beginners and experienced hunters. Thanks for watching our documentary, and I hope that by now you hate Canadian geese as much as we do.